sisters, 15 and 10. His body. But today, he was really showing his age. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself, the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned. He saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian National Broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest, enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, Secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused. Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. We've been spotted. Abort mission. Sea Goblin and back. Evacuate now.
Enemy freighter presence confirmed. Requesting response.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Pull up.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV going home.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Caution. Pull up.
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
Caution.
Titan Watch. Status report. How can anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert. Are we under attack? No change.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home.
Caution. Pull up.
Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
We're on high alert. Send up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug. Situation normal. Nothing sighted. Situation report. Something's happening. Nothing to report here. Everything's quiet.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Mage 2, target destroyed.
Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
Mage 2, missile away.
H2 has crashed.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile.
Target destroyed. Mage 2, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Mage 2, target down.
Missile.
Missile closing. Yay! Half of the anti-air guns down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Nickel.
Destroy them and secure the LZ.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Running point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing them. Going up to meet our two VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Nickel. Nickel.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Yeah, Mage 2 destroyed the target.
Nickel. Nickel.
Mage 2, Fox 3.
Go 2, hang in there.
Nickel.
Watch your tail, enemy behind you!
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper! Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Nickel.
Shoot back!
Nickel. Nickel.
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Nickel.
Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harlan, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
This is Gotham 3! Bandit on my 6! I can't get away!
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
They got the chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. We'll get Mr. Hurley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Golem Squadron, let's take it up a notch, okay?
Nickel.
We found out a mission transfer craft. Target's engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
Will do. 3 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can call it.
Nickel.
UAV confirmed.
Take all of them.
Target is down. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking over. Mr. Hurley wants to spend that night.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up. Bandit on me.
Missile launched.
Roger. Break now. Orders are to fire one. Can't let you have all the glory. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fighter. Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Zero.
Taking us down.
Ammunition zero.
Gargoyle 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. Without the lighthouse, the island, the harbor, they won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal?
Enemy UAV down.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency. I gotta stay with my sight.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, Babel.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual. We're behind the enemy. Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Star one. Star one.
Mother Goose
Star
1
one.
hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
They're after me.
Missile away.
Lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Ammunition
Take them down
zero.
now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Ammunition zero. Alert.
Following me, eh?
Missiles depleted. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace.
Star one. Star
Mother
one.
Goose 1, Mr. Harling.
Oh my god. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was OG. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire! I saw it!
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. There's a Trigger. Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand why.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling!
Toss the jump in solitary once it gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn.
You're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
This is Squad 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. Squad Squadron, get into formation.
That's messed up. Spare 15, you're too far away. No time for sightseeing.
There's a juicy target.
this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? They're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower! Hey, what's with all the shaking? Look! Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Better be done by now. Have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger starts?
This is the first unit.
If count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done. Fox 2.
Lockdown bandit, attacking. All aircraft, act at your own discretion. I'm on my target. Breaking. Enemy is flat.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm getting that report get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
I know.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer. Bingo! Direct hit. Sorry, I got lucky.
Missile.
Bandit on my feet. I'm hit! Box 2. Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
You've got company. This is decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. We got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Geez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Let me just slide in there. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Returning fire is expected.
Enemy is locked on.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you...
Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again.
On fire! We're going
excited. It's beginner's luck.
Missile. Missile.
I should have put it all on trigger.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good.
Missile.
Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic did she have up her sleeves anyway?
Spare 15 is down. Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Right done by now. I have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts?
This is a first.
If count's going for it,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that before we get this stuff real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called Scalelights. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. Let's go. Where the hell are we out of here? Careful of the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well in there.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bingo! Direct hit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
They've got a lock. No way!
Bandit deployed. Firing. Don't straight from your bomber.
Missile. Missile.
I'm on his rear.
Missile.
I'm hit. I'm hit. Dodged. Don't panic. This is our first dance.
Missile.
Focus on destroying the target.
Missile. 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 Missile.
This is decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
That tail is wide open.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Gee, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
We're losing escorts. Hurry now. Finish the job and let's get out. No, we're running this kill.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Missile.
Spare 7, shut up.
Missile.
You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Missile. Missile.
Chaff and flares are low.
Ammunition 0.
Special weaponry out.
Trigger again.
We're on fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. Get on their ass if you want to score.
There's another friendly. They're coming around with their guns.
Bet he killed Harling with his guns, too. This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
Missile.
I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. I don't know, she's the scrap queen.
Missile.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Missile. Missile.
Evading.
Missile. Missile.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 4 targets remaining. 3 targets remaining.
Bandit has the lock. That tail is wide open. Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile, evading. Enemy has fled.
Missile.
Enemy interceptors firing.
Missile.
targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Missile.
Are you...
Missile.
Wilco, Men at McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Commander has a lock.
Missile.
Head on the block. Begin the attack.
Missile.
Oh, yeah! Let's do this!
Spare 8, watch your mouth.
Missile.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing.
Bingo! Good going!
Missile.
That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Missile.
2 targets remaining.
Missile.
Why in the world would someone need a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. The big overseas strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. This guy, man, and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Missile. 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 Missile.
1 bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first serve.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's...
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.